Okay, today we're dealing with FOIL application problems, and it's algebra with a taste of geometry. So we have a rectangle here. The perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, the length and the width. The reason why it's 2 times that because opposite sides are equal. That's what these lines mean. Opposite sides are equal, so we're pretty much adding up all the sides. The area is equal to the length times the width. Here we have triangles. A triangle, this is the base, this is the height of the triangle, this is the right triangle, and then we have this triangle right here, and this is the base of the triangle, this is the height of the triangle, those are the bases where the right angle sits on. It sits on this side, sits on this side. So to find the perimeter of a triangle, you just add up all the sides. This is the side, this side, this side, and to find the area, it is base times height divided by 2. Base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 the base and the height. Great, so we need that information for the following examples. It says find the area and the perimeter. So if I find the area, well, let's find the perimeter first. The perimeter of this is called a complex shape, or some people call it a complex circular composite. If we add up all the sides, we will find the perimeter. Well, I have this side, I have this side, I am missing this side right here. And then I have this side, and I'm missing this side right here. So how can I figure out these sides? Well, it's easy for me to figure out this side because this is 3, this is 7, and it represents the entire length of this side. So 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 what? 10 inches. And so the same way I would think about that, this entire side is 11. This part right here is 7. So if this is 7, 7 plus 1 gives me 11. So it's 4. So I can add up all the numbers. I get 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 11 is 32, plus 10 is 42. So the perimeter is 42 inches. Perimeter does we're going outside the figure. Okay, and now we need to find the area. Well, if we want to find the area, we need to break this up into 2 different rectangles. When I break them up, I like to break them up in ways that I can see the sides that are given to me, so it's easy for me to find. We've already found all the sides, so it really doesn't matter what way I break this up. I'm going to show you one way to break this up. So you can break this up by splitting that like that. And so I can find the area of this triangle. I'm going to call it, not triangle, sorry, rectangle. This is rectangle A. So the area of rectangle A will be the length, 11 times the width. Height is 7. Or the width, not the height, is 7. So 11 times 7, we get 77. 77 inches squared. And then if I did with B, if I call this B, B is 7 times 3. Length times width is 7 times 3. And we end up with 21 inches squared. So how would I find the area? The area of this composite figure or complex figure is equal to the area of A plus the area of B. So if the area of A is 77 plus the area of B is 21, we end up with 98 inches squared. I just noticed I put S there. All right, so this is 98 inches squared. Find the area and the perimeter. Well, it's easy for me to find the perimeter of the shape. We should say find the area and perimeter of the shaded region. That's what I should say. But the perimeter of the shaded region, this is a rectangle because this is 10, this is 12. So we have 2 times the length, 12, plus 2 times the width, 10. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 plus 20 gives me 44. 44 meters. So the perimeter is 44 meters. Now, if I want to find the area of the shaded region, which represents this right here, let's see if I can do magic. Ooh, see that? Let's change the color. All right, so if I want to find the area of the shaded region, or the burgundy region, what would I necessarily have to do? Okay, well, the shaded region is really the entire rectangle minus this part, with this part taken out. So I cut this part out. So that's what I'm going to do mathematically. I'm going to find the area of the entire thing and then take this part out. So the area of the entire thing, if it was shaded in, if I were to shade this section in, I will get all this, the whole is what I'll use throughout the entire lesson. The whole is 10 times 12, and that's 120 meters squared. Okay, the non-shaded part is 7 times 2, which is 14 meters squared. So if I take the whole and I take out the shaded part, I have the shaded is equal to 120 minus 14, which gives me 106 meters squared. So that is the area of the shaded region. It is the whole minus, I took this out, minus that. Okay, let's keep moving. So it says find the perimeter, find the perimeter, find the perimeter. So if I want to find the perimeter, I just add up all the sides. So I have 3x plus 2x plus x. 3x plus 2x is 5x plus x is 6x. So I get 6x, and then I have negative 2 plus 1, which is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 5 is 4. 6x plus 4 is the perimeter. Find the perimeter of this figure. Well, perimeter of a rectangle is P is equal to 2 times the length, which would be 2x minus 4, plus 2 times the width, x plus 6. So we end up with 4x minus 8 plus 2x plus 12. Combine like terms, 4x plus 2x gives me 6x, and negative 8 plus 12 gives me a positive 4. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 6x plus 4. All right, so now find the perimeter of this complex, or this, what's the other word we use? I want to say concave, but that's really not the word. Composite shape. All right, so we have this side, have this side, have this side, have this side, have this side. We have all the sides, so now we just add up all the sides. So let's pick another color. Let's pick orange for VP Hawks. Black and orange, yeah. X plus 3x is 4x, plus x is 5x, plus 3 is 8x. 13 plus 8 is 21, plus 2 is 23, plus 5 is 28, plus 2 is 30. So what is the perimeter? 8x plus 30. All right, so now, we have this side, we have this side, we have this side, we have this side. We are missing this side here, and then we are missing this side here. And then these are now algebraic expressions. Woo, how can we figure this out? Easy, people, because you know why? All right, so it's easy for me to figure this out. I know this entire side, just like I saw on the other side, is 2x plus 1. I have x plus 2 of this side. So if I want to figure out what I have left over, I simply subtract this from 2x plus 1. So if I'm going to call this side 1. Okay, if I want to figure out side 1, I do 2x plus 1, and I'm going to take away from that x plus 2. Well, when I do that, negative sign, add that, change the sign of that. So I'm really saying 2x minus x, which is x, and then 1 plus negative 2, which is negative 1. So this side right here is x minus 1. That's what that side is. So I'm going to do the same thing here. The entire thing is 2x plus 1, call this side 2. The entire thing is 2x plus 1. So I have 3x of that so far. So if I take 2x plus 1, let me see, 2x plus 6, and I take away from that 3x. So I'm taking 2x and minus 3x, I get a negative x, and then plus 6. So side 2 is negative x plus 6. So if this is those sides, then what should happen is that x plus 2 plus x minus 1 should give me x, 2x plus 1. So let's make sure x plus x is 2x, 2 minus 1 is 1, so 2x plus 1. So in essence, another way for me to figure this out is to ask myself, if I already have x plus 2 of the 2x plus 1, what would I need to get in order to make this 2x plus 1? Well, if I have x from the 2x, then all I need to do is add on the extra x. And extra x is right there. If I have 2, but I need only 1, then I need to subtract 1 to give me 1. So that's another way of looking at that. Again, if I look at it this way, 2x plus 6 represents the entire thing. So I have 3x of that. Well, I only want 2x. So let me take off an x, get 2x, and then I need 6, so let me add on 6. So that's just another way of looking at it. So the perimeter is equal to adding up all the sides. So we have a negative x plus 2, which is a positive x, plus 2, which is a positive 3x, plus x is 4x, plus 3 is 7x, and don't forget about this, plus x is 8x. And then I'll start here, negative 1, plus 6 is 5, 6, 11, 13. I feel like I missed it. 6 plus 1 is 7, 13, 14, 15, 14. I know I did something wrong. Okay, 8x plus 14 is my answer. I don't know what I said, crazy, walking around. I don't know what I did. But it's 8x plus 14 is my answer, is the perimeter. All right, you're going to do this on your own. And this is a part of the next part of the video that you'll see that done in a second. I'm trying to think. Did we find the area? No, we didn't find the area at all. Okay, it says find the area. So the area of a triangle is equal to base times height divided by 2. So I need to go to the base, which is x plus 5, times the height, which is x. So when I see a monomial times a binomial, usually I put the binomial out. Monomial is 1. So, and then I'm going to divide all of that by 2. So distribute this. Again, it's base times height, base times the height. Same thing as the height times the base. Okay, and divide by 2. So x squared plus 5x divided by 2. Can we simplify this anymore? No, we cannot. So that's my answer. Find the area. Well, the area of a rectangle is simply length times width, or base times height. The length times the width. So I take 2x minus 4 multiplied by x plus 6. All right, what should we use? FOIL. FOIL 2x squared plus 12x minus 4x minus 24. So we get 2x squared, 12x minus 4x is 8x, minus 24, this is the area. All right? And then we end up with something like this. Man. So we have x plus 2, 3x, 3x plus 6, 6x. All right, are we missing anything? Yes, we are. But if I cut this right, it doesn't matter what I'm missing. Okay? So remember I said in the first part of the video, if I can cut this up so that I have my length and my width, then I don't have to find any missing sides. I can cut this up like this. So this will be my length, this will be my width, and then this is, I'm gonna call this area A. Well, same thing I did yesterday. Let's start reading from left to right. So I'm gonna call this is my length, this is my width. So I have everything I need. I don't need to find this side here because I have my length and my width of my rectangle. So if I need to find the perimeter, I needed that side. But I just need the area. So I'm gonna call that A, and I'm gonna call this B. So the area of A is simply 3x times x plus 2. So we get 3x squared plus 6x. That's the area of A. Area of B is 3x plus 6 times 2x plus 1. And then we use FOIL first. 6x squared outer. I like that little detour. Plus 3x. Inner plus 12x. Last plus 6. Combine like terms, so we get 6x squared plus 15x plus 6. So how do I find the area of the entire thing? To find the area of the entire thing, you need to add them up. Yeah, add them up. So area plus A plus the area plus B. So this is the area of A. And then I'm adding on, for the sake of all of this, the area of B. So area of A plus the area of B. So I'm gonna write the final answer up here. I'm gonna put it in green for money. So we get 3x squared plus 6x squared gives me 9x squared. And then I get 6x plus 15x gives me 21x. And then plus 6. The 6 is long. This is the area of the entire shape. So you're going to do this one on your own. And then when you see the other part of the video, you'll notice that that one's done already for you. I talked to you the process of finding that. You definitely want to watch that because that's how you're going to do this one on your own. You see that? And then the latter part of the video has this and that done. Okay. So, like always, it's been great. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing. You've been great. You've been wonderful. You've been amazing. Have a great life. Guys, we out. Okay, on this page, we're going to do something together. We're going to do this one. You all should know how to do this one from today's lesson in class. We're going to do this one together, and then this will lead you how to do this one. So first thing I want you to do is just to mark out the 6 right there. Put nothing and leave that as x plus 6. So if I want to find the area, I need to break this up. This is a composite figure or a complex figure. I need to break it up into two-dimensional figures. And the way I like to do it is if I already have a side, a figure that already is labeled for me so that I can easily find. I don't have to find any missing sides, then I'll do that. So when I look at this, I can break this up into this rectangle here, this entire rectangle, which gives me the length and the width right here. And I'm going to call this rectangle A, and then I'm going to call this rectangle B. So if I take A and find the area of A, the area of A is length times width, so I'm just doing x plus 2 times x plus 6. And that gives me x squared, FOIL, plus 6x, plus 2x, plus 12. Combine like terms, we get x squared plus 8x plus 12. So this is the area of rectangle A. Now B presents a problem because I don't know what this length is and I don't know what this width is. So to figure that out, I know that the entire thing, this entire thing right here is x plus 6. So if I have 3x of that, how many more x's do I need to make that x? Well, actually, I need to take 2 x's away from that. So that I know that x is going to be 2x because this, everyone, let me highlight this real quick. I know I said it before, but this right here, a little bit better than that. This right here, I think that was that much better, plus this right here makes all of this, okay? So what I'm doing, I'm just saying, well, if the entire thing is x, the only way that I can make that as x is to 3x minus 2x gives me x, all right? And then I need plus 6. Well, there's no plus 6 here, so I need to add plus 6 there. So this length is negative 2x plus 6. Same thing here. This entire thing is 2x plus 1. Well, I already have x of that. So the only way that I can find out what this side is, or this side, the same thing here, is to understand that if I already have x of that, all I need is one more x to make that 2x. So x plus x makes x 2x. I have 1 already. I have 2 more. I have 1 more than I need, so I need to take 1 off. So this side is x minus 1. In order for this to add together, in order for x plus 2 plus x minus 1 give me 2x plus 1, this is what it has to be. X plus x makes 2x, and then 2 minus 1 makes 1. That's the entire side. So now I do length times width again. So I have x minus 1 times negative 2x plus 6. And then we FOIL. Negative 2x squared plus 6x plus 2x minus 6. So negative 2x squared plus 8x minus 6. So what do we need to do to find the entire area? Then we need to add area of A, the area of A plus the area of B, and we'll get the entire thing. To keep this from writing it out again, I need to do this plus this. to get the entire area. So x squared minus 2x squared gives me negative x squared, or negative 1x squared. 8x plus 8x gives me plus 16. Notice the sign stays the same because it's an addition sign. And then 12 minus 6 gives me 6. That's the area of this figure. Okay? You're going to do this one on your own. Let's turn the page. It says find the area of the shaded region. Okay, so we're going to do 2 together, and then you're going to do 2 on your own. Shaded region. I need to find the area of the shaded region. So in order to find the area of the shaded region, like you learned in class today, we need to find the area of the entire thing, and then we need to take away the area of the white part to end up with the shaded region. Okay, so y'all ready? Yeah, of course you're ready. Peace mode, son. So let's find the area of the whole thing, whole rectangle. Okay, the whole rectangle would be this length times width, or base times height. So it's going to be x plus 2 times 2x plus 3. This is the whole. Okay, we shaded in the whole. If this was shaded in, everything was shaded in, this is what that would be. So we full 2x squared plus 3x. I was thinking that y'all's looks different than mine because I took this off a flip chart. And then we combine like terms, we get 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. That's the area of the whole. Then we need to find the area of this part right here. Okay? So if we find the area of this part right here, then we know it's just length times width. So say the white part, the actual white rectangle, we get 28 times 58. And that's going to give us 1,624. And what do we need to do to find the area of the shaded? The shaded is the whole. Move this over a little bit. Shaded part is the whole. Pretend like the entire thing was shaded minus this section right here. So we take 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now I'm going to put this in parentheses because I want y'all to understand that I'm subtracting this entire thing. Though it's just one number, I make a habit of doing this because many times you're going to have more than one term, which you're going to see in a second. All right, so I'm subtracting that off. Well, if I subtract that off, I'm just left with 2x squared plus 7x. There's nothing to combine. And then 6 minus 1624 gives me negative 1618. That's the area of the shaded part. Okay? So let's look at another one. Again, we only combine what we can combine. If we can't combine them, then we can't combine them. Let's take, I want to leave y'all the hard one, but I'm going to be nice today. All right, let's look at this one because you're going to see another problem like this. All right, so if I want to find the area of the shaded part, I need to find the whole, because the whole rectangle minus this rectangle here gives me the yellow shaded rectangle. On your paper, it's gray, I know. So the whole rectangle, well, we find the area is length times width, so we take the 11x. Usually I take the monomial and multiply it by the binomial. And we distribute, so we get 66x squared plus 22x. That's the area of the whole thing. Okay? Then we have the area of the white rectangle. Have I been saying triangle? I feel like I've been saying triangle. I don't know why. But the area of the white rectangle, maybe I should make it look like what it looks like here. Whoa. It's a big eraser tool. All right, there. Y'all see I got my pen today. Beast mode, son. So I'll take the monomial 4x multiplied by the polynomial x plus 1, and we get 4x squared plus 4x. So to find the area of the shaded, we need to take the whole, pretend like we shaded out the whole thing, and then subtract the white rectangle. All right, so the whole was 66x squared plus 22x. Now notice what I said up here, minus all of this. So I'm taking away all of this, minus 4x squared plus 4x. Notice I'm taking all of that away. So if I take all that away, remember we have a subtraction sign in front of the parentheses or a binomial here. We change this to addition and change the sign of everything on the inside. So I'm really taking that and that away. So 66x squared minus 44 minus 4x squared gives me 62x squared. And then 22 minus 4 gives me 18x. And there it is. All right, we're going to do, I think we're done working together, people. Yeah, we're done working together. I will give you some hints on this. Just find the area of this plus the area of this. This is a square, so we know that this side is going to be equal to that side. Just keep that in mind. This is a, a special product, but if y'all remember that or not. Again, find the area of the whole, take out the area of the white part. Again, find the area of the whole, take out the area of the white part. Please remember, use your parentheses when you're subtracting. And then the volume is just the length times the width times the height, or length times width times height. And then the same thing here, length times width times height. All right, it's been great, people. Have a wonderful life. Goodbye. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm gonna check in it. Mr. O'Neill, we out. Another Beast Mode production. Have a great day.